Well, welcome on in, guys, to another Star Wars The Old Republic. It's been a long time, but I could not find my Star Wars key, and that was the issue. I'd moved my computer from one place to another in our house, and I just couldn't find it. I had it with me. I've always had it with me for the last 15 plus years. Right on my desk. Like, it doesn't go far. But Lord, I was like, where on earth did it go? Alright, let me change scenes here. Get rid of this. We're doing the Trooper playthrough. And with the Trooper playthrough, what I don't remember where we're at. I'm just gonna follow the quest. It's been forever since I did the Trooper. I did it once all the way through, and I don't think I've done it a second time. I might have. You know what? I think I went halfway through, but I've never really gone all the way through the story a second time. But it's been forever, and it's this one and probably Jedi Knight I've done the least of. But I just did Jedi Knight with you guys not too long ago, and we're doing this one now. But we'll see. I don't know what we'll do next. I was hoping for Agent, but it's just that a lot of people are requesting the Trooper, so that's why we're doing Trooper now. But I definitely do not remember where we're at, but once we pick up on the story, it should connect to the last time we did this. But yeah, here we go. Kind of feels good to be back, though. Destroy the Wardroid containers. Okay. So, I don't know if we... Oh, we do. We have a vehicle. Yeah, I didn't even know if we had unlocked vehicles yet. But, yeah, we'll see. I don't know specifically how long we'll be on. Star Wars is one of those, like...
Select an available travel route.
At least I don't have to narrate the whole thing while we're playing this. It's a lot of just, you know, it's all cutscenes and, you know, just kind of discussing the lore is generally how I approach these videos. But we have full liberty to kind of do whatever we need to. All right. And I don't, you know, I've been playing Baldur's Gate, and that's... The sound in that game is tricky to nail in, so I'm hoping that this game doesn't get too loud or too quiet based on all those other settings I had to adjust. So we'll see. But it feels good to come back, and like I said, this has always been a game, I mean, I've been playing this game over 15 years, so, I mean, I don't dislike the game, that's for sure. But I don't remember the Trooper stuff very well, so if you see me kind of like, well, where's this, where's that, I don't do Republic things too often. I'll almost exclusively do Sith, you know, dark side stuff. So at least we just focusing on the story, which isn't too bad. But I have not been leveling things in between. Sometimes what I've done in the past with these characters for stream, that you can do a lot of side quests and whatnot that don't really affect the main quest material, and you're not really losing content. Everything has a cutscene, though. You know, if you do a if you get asked to do, I don't know, go get me these these parts or whatever, there's a whole like lore dump that they give you of why they need them, what's going on with them, their backstory. And then you go there and you do something. Sometimes you get a cutscene with that too, and that's just side quest content. There is so much cinematic. There's so many cinematics in this game, but usually I would do like side content just to level up my character, so that way when we're doing these story-based streams, you're not waiting on me to struggle through the level, you know. So we're actually right at our level, so hopefully we won't struggle too much. I have not paid any attention to whether or not we have the optimized gear or anything like that, so let's just kind of get into it.
They're trying to kill us!
Hold off the guild! Don't let them take one more in!
Like we're back on Ord Mantell, the capital of the Republic.
But it feels good to do ranged because when I last did this as a Jedi, it was just taking forever because you had to do everything by manually. You know, you had to go in there with melee. So, XP. Oh yeah, and do we have a XP booster? We don't have one on us at the moment, so let's definitely put that on. That way we can get some XP while we're doing all this stuff. Well, we're already getting XP, but, you know, bonus XP. This companion we have, Eric Jordan, not my favorite. I don't like these. Well, let me put this. At least he's honest. He's not a good guy. What bugs me the most about him is that he defends the side of you know, trying to do good, but he'll definitely do evil stuff just for the sake of good, which I cannot stand that. Just own it. You know, just if you're gonna be bad or be evil, be evil. You know, you can't sit there and say, yeah, we had to murder the whole town because, you know, the Empire would have taken over that area and this and that. Okay, but those were civilians, you know, and that's how he is, though. He's just not... Oh, it's way in there. Okay, so... so these were kind of designed as quests to, you know, you pick up a bunch of stuff while you're in this area, while you go do your main quest. But we are kind of hyper-focused on our main quest stuff, so we're just going to go there and do that. I think we go this way. Yeah.
On your feet.
There we go. I mean, we're a little overpowered right here. But this area is around 17 max, and we're 20, so it's not that big of a difference. We'll probably run into a wall here at some point. But that's okay. Alright. Like I said, this looks like it's like, wow, how do we have to go all this way over here just for nothing? Like I said, there's a lot of quests that you can pick up that lead you into this exact area that would give you a little bit more story content. But it's purely optional. Can't speak. So there are definitely a lot more people I'm seeing today. Of course, it's Saturday, so hopefully everybody's Saturday is good. But I'm seeing a lot more people today than I had in a while. That's where we want to be. Let's go over here. Since someone is here, they may be trying to do what we're doing, so I'm going to focus on the boxes first. Alright. Oh, that's for groups. Okay. Okay. I think I'm a scavenger, so we want to get this stuff here. There we go. So, when the game kind of came out, and I've complained about this multiple times, but when the game first came out, you would have, yeah, see, there's 7 of these. We've only got 3. When you unlocked all the fast travel points on one character, it unlocked them for all your characters that are on that that faction. So Republic or, oh no, this dude. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. I didn't realize this guy was right here. He's a champion. I could probably take him, but he was too close to these other guys. And I thought I was going to have to take them out. But that's what I was saying, is that I'm leveled to the area, but not enough to... Dadgummit, I can't get some of this stuff off my screen. There we go. Okay. But if I had been doing some leveling in the background, then we wouldn't have had any problems there. But oh well.
Up and at him.
I'm gonna feign death. There we go. Get our health back up. Okay. So, unfortunately, the enemies respawn really fast, but not always the things you need, like these loot crates we were looking at. But yeah, they would respawn your, well, not a respawn, but if you were on a different character but on the same faction, they would unlock all your fast travel sites. And so me walking to these places wouldn't have been as difficult, because I could have just gone to my quick travel that was unlocked from a previous playthrough. But they don't do it like that anymore, and I have no idea why they're making us, you know, struggle bus the entire story again. Maybe we just want to play the story, you know? I just, it was a weird decision. Like, of all the things they've changed, the other thing I don't like that they changed is that the flashpoints used to be level based. So if you were, say, I don't know, between levels of 20 and 24, there was a flashpoint for you that you could go do. And generally they were considered story mode, and not that they weren't hard for your level, it's just that they weren't like veteran or mastery, which required you to be like level 60 or something to redo them. But you always had to do them once. I think you had to do them in story mode first anyway, regardless of your level, before you could challenge on a higher difficulty. And then when you did that, it went through the whole story and stuff again. But I think ever since they made XP, or the ability to get XP faster in this game, maybe that's why they got rid of that, and it's only for level 60 and above, like veteran or mastery. I don't like it, because there's a whole lot of content that you just can't see that would have connected a lot of the story early on to where you're at the end game. I mean, that's just me. Like I said, I'm partial to that type of issue. Destroy the war droids. Oh, so I was doing the optional stuff. I wasn't even doing the main thing. Okay. I didn't realize. I saw the glowing things and I thought... But yeah, all the flashpoints that were in this game, which there were a ton of them, are locked behind your level. I mean, a higher level now, exclusively, which just doesn't make sense to me. Because, like I said, if you haven't done them, maybe because, you know, you're new to the game or something, there's so much good storytelling in those flashpoints, and they were not designed to be in-game level. They were designed to be at your level. So we need to get over here. Where is that? That's that way. Straight that way. I went the convoluted path. I went all the way around. Here we are. We're right here. Yay. Story time. go in here. And the voice for the female trooper is Jennifer Hale, so if you like Mass Effect, you're gonna appreciate that she's in this game too. So, you know, we get Shepard in in this game too. I don't think that's really said enough, you know? Maybe because a lot of people don't really particularly play Trooper. They're gonna play like Bounty Hunter or, you know, Jedi Warrior or something. But that's okay. I still feel that Agent is the best story for these games. But purely biased. It's just my opinion. So we've got 9 out of the 10 war droids that we've killed. This should complete what we need.
Up and at him.
There we go. All right. So, oh, there's a dude right here. Okay.
Republic scum! Do you really believe you can come here and destroy my creations without conscience? When you die here today, your feeble Republic will learn what it means to meddle in my work.
In the name of the Republic, I order you to surrender.
Surrender to you? Don't be ridiculous. I could crush your skull with a single hand. You're far too late. My plans are already in motion. Soon the people of this world will be brought to their knees by my greatest creations, my masterpieces.
What are you talking about, Krell?
I have taken ordinary humans off the streets and implanted several of them with advanced cybernetic enhancements. Their abilities now rival even my own. The cyborg's enhancements are internal and undetectable. The subjects themselves don't know who among them was augmented, and neither will anyone else, until it's much too late.
I'm gonna make you pay for hurting those people, Krell.
Fool! This cannot end in any way but your death. After you've been dealt with, I'll release my creations back to their normal lives, to wait until my hidden programming activates.
This guy's full of it. I don't buy any of this.
Once my masterpieces begin their work, the people of Coruscant will never be safe again.
What are these cyborgs gonna do?
I'm afraid you're never going to find out. Destroy her!
Come in, Lieutenant. I want you to move immediately and destroy the cyborgs that Krell created. We need to deal with them now before they can disappear into the normal population. These situations are never easy. These people did not choose to be what they now are, but many more lives could be at stake. You have to eliminate Krell's creations.
We can't know for sure if Krell was telling the truth, sir.
Whether Krell was bluffing or not, these cyborgs are a risk we cannot allow. I'm giving you the kill order, Lieutenant. I take full responsibility for the consequences. Now get it done.
I'll take care of the situation.
Garza out.
This is a waste of time. We should be going after the traitors, not gunning people down just because some madman said they're dangerous.
I'm not gonna murder these people. I don't care what Garza says.
Whatever we're gonna do, let's do it fast.
Stay back. The door's locked and sealed. You can't get in. We heard all of the fighting, and we heard you talking to that freak Krell. We're not coming out until you swear you won't hurt us.
Just open the door, let's talk about this.
But we're not cyborgs. I'd know if I was some half-machine freak. This is insane.
You out there. Listen, I'm not sure about these others, but I can assure you that I'm not a cyborg.
What? Are you calling me a freak like Krell? I am not a freak. Maybe you're the cyborg and you're trying to trick everyone.
I am not! He spent far more time operating on you than he did on me, so if anyone's...
Both of you, stop it! None of us are cyborgs. That's all there is to it.
There's just no way to tell for sure, ma'am.
This is insane! Even if a few of us are cyborgs, would you really murder all of us just to be sure none of the cyborgs escape?
You're right. This is absurd. I can't do this.
Then, you won't hurt us? You'll let us go?
Give me your names and identification numbers and I'll let you go.
What? So you can track us all down and kill us later? No way.
If it gets us out of here alive, then it's worth it. We'll put the information on a datapad for you, soldier. Okay. Stand back. I'm going to open the door. Here's the datapad, soldier. Thank you for sparing us. Let's go home, everyone.
I better not find out you were dangerous after all.
We won't harm anyone. I swear it. Thanks again, soldier. Farewell.
Lieutenant, my orders were perfectly clear. Eliminate Krell's cyborgs.
I couldn't do it, General. I just couldn't.
You had your weapon. You had them trapped and you had my orders. That should be all you need. Lieutenant, when you are on a mission, you listen to my orders. Then your brain, then your heart, in that order. There's no room for sentiment in our line of work. There should be similarly little room for it in you, or we're doomed to fail.
If we're heartless, what separates us from the Empire?
We are heartless so that the people of the Republic don't have to be, Lieutenant. So that the Republic does not become the Empire. Always remember that. Return to my office now. We need to discuss your next assignment. Garza out.
Yeah, so Eric is this guy, Eric Jorgen. He's right in line with the typical Republic soldier, and you know, this general we're dealing with is right up his alley. I mean, they're not acting out of character. It's not a character trait thing. It's just how they operate. And I've said like multiple times how much I'm not a fan of the Republic, because they present themselves as this good and noble group, but the way they act is just not that way. So I tend to choose more dark side characters because at least they're true to their beliefs. as odd as that may sound. Let me take a look here. Return to Senator. Where is this? This is the side quest we did. Oh, this is Coruscant. Never mind. This is our class quest. I know where to go for that, but this one, return to Senator Bark or Captain Denalzon. I think that's in the Senate Tower, but we'll see here. Cantina, Senate Tower. Yeah, let's go there. Here we go.
This place is even more impressive than the holovids. Hard to believe we'll be reporting here from now on.
No! Don't look at me! That's casual! I found a listening device in the plants. I think the gardening staff is compromised. They'll catch catch on if I poke around, but they won't suspect you.
So this side thing is, I believe, upstairs. So let's turn that in first, and then we'll do our class quest. I just don't want any. I don't want any distractions saying you got to do this or you got to do that first, because it's a side quest. I don't want to get confused. So let's do this. All right. Yeah, I always thought they constructed this really well, and it is so much. There's so much here that reminds me of Star Wars Galaxies. Star Wars Galaxy was not modernized by any means. Like, it wasn't even close. But there were moments where it tried to give you this sense of these massively scaled palaces and stuff. And this is one of them. This is the Senate area for the Republic, so you expect it to be somewhat grandiose. And Star Wars Galaxies had a place or two just here and there that had that. So this always reminds me of that versus just like a callback to the movies or something. And I'm pretty sure like places like Naboo and stuff would have been like, oh, I kind of see the connections there. Whereas Star Wars Galaxies tried to do that exact feel because it was closer to that time period. But anyway.
Come in. I'm Senator Bark. Hiram has told me he found someone to aid in our cause. I presume that brave citizen is you. Tell me, did you recover my shipment from the Migrant Merchants Guild? Those chips are very valuable.
What are you planning to do with these chips?
I assure you, my intentions serve the good of the Republic, regardless of what the captain may have told you. Laws regulating slavery are holding the Republic back. These chips, innovative, labor-saving, and simple to use, can help demonstrate why it's time for a change.
The current laws are the ones we must obey.
Progress often requires the sacrifice of outdated ideals. Slavery was once an accepted practice in the Republic. It continues with great effectiveness in many Outer Rim worlds. The Sith Empire makes extensive use of slave labor, which is one of many factors that gives the Empire a military and economic advantage.
I didn't enlist to help enslave innocent people, sir.
Your idealism is refreshing, but we're not fighting for ideals. We're fighting for survival. I have no time for a lengthy philosophical debate. Can I have my chips now, please?
These chips should be destroyed.
You uptight moralist. It's people like you who are holding the Republic back.
So I couldn't remember who exactly would have been the moral person we talked to about that side quest. So I just went to the one where that was closest to us, and apparently that was the senator who was not the moral choice. And I got to find the captain that it would go to anyway. But I imagine that when we talk to our general again, they will probably send us to an area on the way to turn these chips in. So I guess 2 birds, 1 stone. We'll see, we'll see. I would normally just jump down here to make this real fast, but I don't know if I have the health pool for that drop. Wait, I made a wrong turn. Oh, Lord. Yeah, okay, so it was the second door, not the first door to the right. Okay. See, there's quest giver right there, but I'm not going to do it. Just gotta focus. Gotta focus. This way. And we're here.
Ah, Lieutenant. I trust no more needs to be said about your work against the Migrant Merchants Guild. Let's move on to your next target, the Black Sun. a powerful organization composed of Coruscant's most violent criminals. Black Sun has a wide network of sources providing them with the deadliest weaponry available, including a powerful nerve agent that they're selling to Tavis in bulk.
Just what is this stuff capable of?
I don't have the exact specifications on hand, but it's among the most deadly nerve gases in existence. You'll need to be cautious. A Spec Force Sergeant Jaxo has carried out some advanced reconnaissance of Black Sun's headquarters. You'll rendezvous with her for a detailed plan of attack. We can't risk any of this nerve gas falling into Tavis's hands, Lieutenant. Use all necessary force. Dismissed.
Here.
Moving out.
Alright, so I sent him off to go sell some items. And let's see if the taxi or whatever is on the way. Yeah, see, right here. And this should kind of tell us where to turn in the side quest that we have up there, the Senator's Stolen Goods. Speak to Captain Denelzon. We're almost at level 21. I imagine when I turn this in, it'll probably get us to that next level. Might be able to... Can I? I can't. I can't use a vehicle here in this area. Usually it says cannot mount here, but nothing happens, so... Yeah, oh there it is, can't mount here. I couldn't see it. It was tiny letters at the very top. Alright. There we go. Feels so slow. Alright, let's go over here. Oh, this is Stronghold. I really don't want to do this because it's a whole thing. I can do it at any time. I like to do it early though, just because it gives, you know, some XP, but it's not worth it right now. To break up the flow of the... See, yeah, right over here. I'm going to go over here first, see if it tells me where to turn in those chips. And right about the top of the hour, or when I, before I start the cutscene for the second part of this class quest, I may go refill my drink. I went through it pretty fast. I got some water, and I have some tea. But yeah, I'm kind of ready to kind of dig into this. It's just been forever since I've, you know, fired up Star Wars The Old Republic. I didn't even know if it would work. It's kind of funny because I actually uninstalled it thinking like, I guess the key is lost. It's gone. And I was probably going to like say, well, maybe this is the moment I unsubscribe. So I thought, well, until I can find it, it's just taking up space. Let me uninstall the game and see if there's anything else I can put in its place and just, you know, figure things out. Well, then I found it, and then I tried to reinstall it. Then I went to the website for Star Wars The Old Republic and downloaded the launcher for it. And it was just taking forever. Like I could not get, oh, it's way over here. Could not get it to fully download. I mean, it downloaded and it was working, but it didn't tell me a status. Like it didn't tell me like it's 15% ready, 20% ready, you know, nothing. It didn't give me any feedback. It just said that it was just spinning. So I said, well, I know it's on Steam. Steam has always been good to me when it comes to like figuring out those technical things. And that's exactly what I did. I downloaded it on Steam, and it fired up super fast, faster than it's ever done for me on the launcher from the Star Wars: The Old Republic site. I mean, it was just because they have their own little launcher there, and it kind of tells you, like, you know, how long it's going to take, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But it's always like, even on minor patches, it's always taken quite a while for them to do. And then on the Steam one, it was like, it's ready to go. I was like, really? Normally I have to, like, you know, upload it once, then it has to go to the current version, and then it has to download the current patches. It's a whole thing. Steam said it was just like, boom, ready. So I encourage, if anybody wants to play this game, do it on Steam. It's much more straightforward and streamlined, apparently. And it's funny because it said I've only been playing for 3 minutes, because that's the first time I had done it on Steam, but it unlocked all these achievements. I have like every single achievement in the game minus 10 or so. And they're just like doing like in-game all flashpoints on veteran or something like that. There's some Warzone stuff in there. I'm like, I'm never going to do those things. I mean, I could do them probably on my main, but I don't want to.
Look what the Wampa dragged in. I was beginning to wonder if I'd see you again. Did you get the shipment of slave collar chips?
Take these chips and destroy them, Captain.
Oh, I will. Senator Park will be disappointed, but the law is the law, even for senators. I know he probably offered more, but I can at least give you the standard rate for your work.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You've earned those credits. I've got a lot of data work to do now. We don't want the Senator finding any fault with the way this was handled, but you've got my thanks.
So, like I said, just as a, right here, this was a side quest. Every side quest is pretty much like this. So if you love cinematic storytelling and you just like want to be immersed into a Star Wars world, I mean, this one's fabulous. This game, I've been bragging about this game for, like I said, over 15 years. I don't like a lot of the decisions they made when it comes to the leveling and stuff, but you know, a lot of modern MMOs had to make compromises because they needed subscribers. They needed people to play the game. But a lot of modern MMOs have had to, even Warcraft has done this, where I thought, how do I get this to unlock? There's this whole area here that says I haven't been here, but okay, finally, okay. I was trying to get the map to unlock. But yeah, the leveling used to be a major grind. You know, a lot of people just remember the MMO grind. And there's a game or two that there's out there that's still like that. But this one was a true grind. Like, if I did every single side quest and every single class quest, I might be at level 15 at this point. Maybe. And I've only been doing class quest stuff, and I'm already level 21.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
That's kind of what I was saying, is that this game has fast-tracked your leveling. And, of course, you get leveling bonuses, you have class bonuses, and then on your legacy, you can actually unlock... let's see here, where is it? I just forget where it's at. Oh yeah, and I have to do my login stuff, claim all, which I haven't done this. They reward you just for playing the game, so, you know, why not? I'm not going to do any of that. Here's PvP. I'm still at level 1 for that when they started doing that. But there's this legacy, and then in the legacy, you can unlock these other little bonus features. You have to spend money, but of course you can send money from one character to another. But they will do things like improve speeder piloting. You can improve PvP experience, you know, like XP, flashpoint experience. This is not a pay to win. This is like, it says increase the amount of experience obtained from completing war zones and arenas by 6%. So if I were to unlock this, I would get my base XP plus 6% on top of that. That's how that would work. It's not a pay to win. So we're not gonna, oh yeah, let me sell a couple things.
Stand by for examination and suggested products.
Sell that. Oh, there's some login rewards, which is usually not great.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
We'll take it. It's free. Power. Oh, okay. Grants combination mission discovery, scavenging. Ooh. I'll do that later. That's when you send your guys on missions. You want to go this way? No, don't leave. But yeah, the game can be played for free, and that's why I encourage everybody to do. If you think you might like the game, just do the free version and see if you like it. If you know you hate it, and at least you didn't spend any money on it. But if you do like it and you end up subscribing to it, you get everything unlocked, including all the story content. And by story content, I mean like all the DLCs, all the characters that come with them. Yeah, all that.
Taking the shot.
The playing as a whatchamacallit, trooper is, or any ranged person that's not a force user, you're just not punished like you would think. Like a lot of times you would think, okay, there's no way you can you know, combat a force user. And I would say it probably, like, if you're playing an in-game type character, maybe there's some validity to that, but you also have these, just like the, you know, like the movies and stuff, like the Mandalorian, and you know, the bounty hunters have abilities to fight against force user. That's just what they do. That's how they get by. You know, the Mandalorians have Beskar metal that allows them to defend themselves from lightsaber attacks. Things like that. It's just better, you know? And so, okay, I just wanted to unlock the map, so let's go this way. The way we're supposed to. I'm gonna have to unlock speeder sooner than later, because this is so slow. But let's see. Gotta go that way. Okay. I might have to fight these guys.
Banana.
But you do feel competent. I guess that's the way of trying to put that in perspective. You don't feel like you're going to be overwhelmed by force users or whatever when you face the game. And the story's kind of constructed to where, like, you're obviously not going to be running into force users right off the bat anyway. They're going to be few and far between. One, because, you know, based on your level and whatnot, I mean, they don't need to deal with you. You're a bug to them. But the few times you do, you should actually be prepared to deal with them based on your defenses and attributes. And I encourage anybody who's new to the game, do all the side quests. Just, they're all fun. They do give you a lot of cinematics. They give you a reason why these people are even in this area. These enemies that you see, they're not just standing around waiting for you to kill them. There's reasons why people are even here. So you get quests for that, you get rewards for it, you get XP. So it's just worth it to do all the side content the first time you do it. You'll be over leveled doing your story stuff, but again, like I said, at least you get to experience it that way. And I still wish they kind of kept it on the slow grind. I'm a big proponent of experiencing the story slower. You know, if it's a great story, hey Jared, how you doing? Star Wars: The Old Republic. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of this game. I've been a subscriber for over 15 years. I mean, I played this game in early access. I mean, like, well, they didn't call it early access back then. They were just called betas. And I did almost every single beta that they offered. And so even though the game's been out for a little over 15 years, I've been probably playing it for over 16. just a huge fan of this game. I just don't think there's going to be another game. As soon as this game, if it ever goes offline, people are going to be like, just like Star Wars Galaxy was like, oh, remember how good that game was? That game was underrated. But I do think that this game should just still be on the slow grind. Somewhere in between, not as fast as what it is currently, but not as slow as it used to be. Somewhere right in between. Like right now, if I was like level 16, 17, I think I'd be forced to do some of the side content more, but I've just been doing class quests and I'm over leveled for this area, which that just doesn't feel right. Yeah, every single side quest has a cinematic. They talk to you, you get some lore, you get some light side, dark side faction points. I mean, it is just a meaty game. We're doing Trooper because the channel people who wanted to see the next thing wanted to see Trooper. And I don't know what we're going to do next. It might be Agent. Agent is probably my favorite story quest.
Security advisor,
Stand by for
there's
examination
been a
of
sharp
suggested
increase in Black Sun recruitment efforts.
You are fit for duty. Return
Report
to your
any
post.
illicit activity or vandalism
You are fit for
immediately.
duty. Return to your post.
I don't like these little events that are in the area. You'll see this is like remove Black Sun graffiti. You only get these in the story in the early levels. I don't like them. They're in the way. They kind of... I really wish they were more random and less frequent. Because there's such a fast track to XP, getting your character leveled, there's no need for all this. This is just, you know, it's neat, but they don't have it like an in-game stuff. There's some like on Coruscant and whatnot, but it's not really. It's just like it adds flavor to the area, which that's not a bad thing, but I just don't think it's necessary. Ah, crap! Everybody got out of my zone. Okay, there we go. But yeah, Jer, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Good to see you. I have to do this without music because every time YouTube will hit it and saying, hey, look, you know, John Williams owns the rights, because they'll pull in like music from episodes 1, 2, and 3. If it's anything beyond that, usually I can get away with it, but 1, 2, and 3 are just heavily flagged. So
Hey there, you must be the new Havoc CO. I'm Jaxo. It's good to meet you.
It's good to meet you too, Sergeant.
Hope you're ready for some fun, Lieutenant. You've got your work cut out for you. Your highly enviable task is to destroy a cache of nerve gas canisters that the Black Sun Syndicate is shipping to Tavis. The gas is called Travorus. Scary stuff. One canister can cover a square kilometer with 100% fatality inside of 10 minutes.
Do we have any way to safely deal with this stuff?
Lucky for us, it's pretty easy to neutralize Travorus, at least while it's still in the canisters. The compound in this bottle renders Travorus completely inert on contact. Just plug it into the canisters inside the Black Sun base, and the whole batch is history.
Should I just leave the neutralized gas behind?
Once the Travorus is neutralized, it's useless. No need to retrieve it. General Garza said not to bother. You also have another objective. A few hours ago, a bright red case was moved into the Black Sun space under heavy guard. If whatever's inside that case is valuable to Black Sun, it's bad news for us. So your job will be to find the case and bring me its contents.
Consider it done.
One last detail. Black Sun has signal jammers throughout their base, so General Garza won't know to send help if you get in over your head.
Yeah, you noticed that, Jared, didn't you? Jennifer Hale, yeah, she does the Trooper one. And I did mention that when I first started the stream. She is the voice for this one, so if you love Mass Effect, you love Jennifer Hale. She does Mazzy in Baldur's Gate 2. I haven't gotten there yet in that playthrough. She's all over a lot of BioWare stuff. And if you like her, you're going to like this playthrough because you get to hear her voice all the time, and she is a phenomenal. I think she's my favorite voice actress of all time, but I'm biased. So I know Commander Shepard also worked for the Republic. Yep. And her tone and cadence is consistent with Shepard in this game, so it's not like a big reach for her. So she was Bastila in KOTOR, whereas she does have a different voice there. And it's the same voice she uses for Mazzy, though. So basically, she was so good with Mazzy, I guess that's what they wanted her to do for KOTOR, and then they got her for Shepard. So, yeah.
be sure to stay alert, Sergeant.
I'm sure you can handle yourself, but I wanted to be sure you got all the facts. Once you've taken care of the Travorus canisters and nabbed whatever's inside that red case, be sure to meet me back here to confirm the mission results. Good luck, Lieutenant.
So some people are like, you know, sports fans. I keep up with sports. I'm a big, I love baseball. I love football. But if I ever met like an athlete, I've never really, I've met some of my favorite athletes. I've met them personally outside of the space of the athletics, and I just don't fanboy over that stuff. I just like, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I've met some actors, airports and stuff, just, you know, me going from one place to another because I used to travel all the time. Never fanboyed. If I met Jennifer Hale, I would fanboy. I have so much respect for her and the things she's done that I would be at a loss. I would probably be stumbling over myself, just like yeah.
On your feet.
I definitely don't have the best gear on me at the moment. That's why this is taking so long. Most of my damage is being done just from the attributes I have at my level. The bonuses it's giving me for like kill this mount is for this event that's in this area, but I don't want to do the event. So that's why it's like confusing me, like, wait a minute, what am I getting credit for? But I don't want to do this particular thing. I just happen to be in this area. Oh crap. But this is I say this every time, this is just a phenomenal game. It's so underrated. It's just so much fun. But yeah, if you did meet her, you'd have to get a soundbite of the Commander Shepard, and Legion is my favorite streamer in the Citadel. I have some stuff signed by her. Like I said, I don't keep autographs. I don't ask people for autographs. I just don't do that type of thing. I had an option to get her to sign something for me remotely, and I got it, and it says, I don't have my camera on, but it's basically her speech to say, like, humans find a way. And she said, thanks, Legion. I also got one other thing signed by, well, oh my goodness, what is her name? Anyway, she's Jack in Mass Effect, but it's this, artist concept of Jack, and it has these roses around, and whenever and she just says you know, fuck you on it, but she says to Legion, you know, fuck you. So it's, yeah, I'm definitely more of a gamer nerd than I am anything else, and it's from somebody who like keeps up with sports like quite a lot. But sports to me are just more ancillary to my life. I love having them in the background while I do other things, like if I'm editing or something.
I guess the Black Sun just care about holding the turf, not keeping it clean.
But for me, you know, it's always been about gaming. I've just been gaming since I was, wow, geez, early on. Okay, so it's this way. You know, back when we had like those little floppy disks for games and stuff, you gotta remember, like, a lot of people like, oh, you remember like, you know, Civilization when it was on floppy. Here's the thing, before all that, like before even Ultima, we had games. It's just that they were very, very simple floppy games that were like educational based. You know, how do you do, like, how many spaceships do you see, and then you had to, like, you know, do something on the screen to like say what the math answer would be. Like if you had 5 minus 3, you had to like shoot down 2 ships or something. It's very, very basic rudimentary games. All those are lost to the ether out there because they were on those, you know, those little floppy disks, those little big ones. And schools had those things, and it wasn't until later that they started incorporating like other RPG elements. I had a Tandy that had a tape player, like a cassette tape, like you would put into like a Walkman or something. That's how it retrieved the media to display images on the monitor. And so it would also do some audio with that. And that was like super futuristic. And that was around 1986. Courtney Taylor, that's it. Yeah, Courtney Taylor's the voice for Jack. Yeah, you got it. She's fabulous too. I really wish she was in other stuff. She's a fabulous voice actor. She's been in quite a few things, just none of the things that I've played. And I think she's done a lot of like animation stuff. But again,
see slums like this when the people on the upper levels live just fine.
Shut up, Eric. Like I said, I don't like him. He's very much a Republic soldier, which to me is not a good thing, but you know, he does have a decent arc. It's just not wonderful. And his story involvement in the later DLCs, you're glad to have him, but I'm not a fan. I don't like him. But you know he's written well, because if you don't like a character, you got to admit that, you know, maybe he was written so well that you're not supposed to like him. You know? Yeah, like I said, the Republic will tell you, hey, look, they're on the side of the light side. They do good stuff. They try to keep everything in order, and yet they'll just freely say, you know what, it's better that it doesn't go into the Empire's hands, so make sure you just kill all the civilians there. They'll just casually drop things like that. That is the Republic point of view. And it's just so frustrating, because it's like, well, if you guys are going to do dark side stuff, just be dark side. Don't try to tell people you're not. So I end up playing dark side a lot, actually. I just think the stories are better. Like, The Agent is a beautiful story because there's such a great arc to it. And you can truly play as a middle-of-the-road person. You can play light side, you can play dark side. Every one of the choices makes sense on the Agent side, and the story itself is phenomenal. The ship is probably the best ship in the entire game. It's just beautiful. Whoever who was in charge of the creation stuff for the Agent really knew their stuff, and really wanted to create a world that would have made sense for that type of character. Come on. Someday I'll have my camera back on, but right now, while I'm still... once I moved everything over from one room to another, I just didn't have the... I just didn't really have the ability to put things the way I wanted. I had to get all the lighting just right and whatnot. I'm like, I'm not fussing with all that. So I haven't done it yet. But one day I'll have the camera back on, and then you'll get to see a lot of stuff I have behind me. I have a lot of Tomb Raider stuff. I have a lot of Mass Effect stuff. I have a lot of like dark art stuff from artists that I keep up with. Some of them are, I would call them decent friends of mine. I communicate with them. You know, I message them, and they kind of tell me what they're kind of working on, and I've gotten some really, really cool pieces from things that they've just been kind of like experimenting on, you know? Some of them have even like said, hey, look, I can send you this, whatever, but I always end up paying them for that, because I just think that's fair. Okay. But yeah, I got all that behind me at the moment, and like I said, I would normally have my camera on just so you guys can see all that, but I just, what's the point of seeing it if it's all dark and you can't see anything anyway, you know? So it's just, I'm a faceless channel at the moment. So hopefully you guys don't mind. Ooh. So they did update it. There's some more story content that's out now. They have DirectX 12 going. To me, it's the game's been running flawlessly. It runs better now than it's ever run for me, ever. And I do see a lot of people playing this game more often now. We got to go this way. But it's one of those things that, like, is it enough? Will it be enough to cause the game to go into its next evolution, you know? The 50-year anniversary for Star Wars is next year, so who knows, there could be something special that comes from all this, but I don't know. And guys, I got some information. I can't validate because it's not firsthand for me, but I verified some things where where this one group keeps up with the news of KOTOR and Saber. So Saber has the rights right now and is developing for KOTOR, the remaster. And apparently they accidentally kind of leaked. What they were doing is that they were kind of having a conversation that they thought was a closed conversation, but it ended up being a public one. And they didn't say anything specific about KOTOR absolutely being released in the next year or two, but that it is obviously in development, like probably deep into development. And the game was referenced with other games from Saber, and Saber is a developer that tends to, they don't do anything with microtransactions. They don't have a plan of action for that. They kind of mentioned it in that game, in that little statement as well. So everything's consistent with their company. But as such, they want to self-publish it, and that's the part that's making it a little bit slower. So it didn't sound like it was a technical thing, didn't sound like they're behind development, but they want to self-publish, and if they have to go through somebody else, because it will be a AAA title, then they wouldn't probably have as much ownership as they probably would like, or maybe they would push it before it's 100% ready, but they want to self-publish it, and so they're looking at 2028. So two things there. One, we have a KOTOR game potentially coming out in 2028, but also it's validating that it is deep into development and that it's there. And if Saber does self-publish, there won't be any microtransactions or anything like that. So a lot of good news from that little discovery we found.
Banana.
Yeah, I gotta get some upgrades. This is taking forever. Okay. So where are we going now? Going back up here. So where's is there a closer quick travel? Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is faster that way. We could just do that. It's weird how, like, where you turn it in is somewhere in between. But that's okay. But yeah, I really have enjoyed this game over the course of 15 years. It's not something I can tell somebody else, say, hey, yeah, you're going to love it also for 15 years. But it is free, and I just think that, like, if it's a game, if you like Star Wars, you love great storytelling, not big into MMOs, that's fine. You can play this purely single player. This can be a 100% single player game. You do not have to do anything with others. You'll notice I've even turned off chat for the area, so I don't get to see what everybody else is, you know, complaining or talking about. If you want that immersion where it's just you, you can do that. And before, when I used to do these stories, this was dead. There was nobody around here. These people, you know, I had to fight everything on the way. I've already run into 5 people right here. So they're kind of clearing the area, and I can just focus on the story. You know, it's free, so I can't really say it's a bad idea to at least try it, to play it, you know? You might like it. And then if you do, then you can, you know, look into the subscription, which you can do like just a month. And it will unlock all the rest of the story for you. You'll have all your abilities unlocked. You'll be able to use purple items, artifact items. Yeah, it just unloads a lot more story for you, a lot more game content. Is it this way? But yeah, next year is going to be the 50-year anniversary for Star Wars, and I kind of expect there would be a lot of things happening for that.
Report your ailments. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Is this a skirt? Level 8 skirt. Well, wonderful.
Stand by for examination and suggested products. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Okay. Oh, we're right over here.
Hey, you're back. Was the op a success? Were you able to neutralize the Travorus?
Mission complete.
How about that red case? Were you able to grab whatever was inside?
Black Sun has kindly supplied this blaster to aid the Republic war effort.
I've never seen one quite like it. Must be some sort of new prototype. I'll take it back to headquarters for analysis. Maybe we can find out where Black Sun is getting their weapons. Guess we're through here then. It's been fun, Lieutenant. I hope we get to run together again sometime.
I'll be sure to put your name forward the next time I need backup.
Sounds good to me. See you later.
Come in, Lieutenant. This is General Garza. A situation has developed with the Senate, and I need your help.
What can I do to help, sir?
Despite my best efforts, 3 members of the Senate Defense Committee have learned about Havoc Squad's defection, and they want to know the specifics. It's an informal inquiry for the time being, but you can bet it won't end there. I hate politics.
These bureaucrats think they can question us?
These bureaucrats control our funding and our jobs, Lieutenant. When they ask, we answer. The senators have asked that you appear in their office at the Senate Tower immediately to testify in the inquiry. I'm barred from influencing your testimony, but I will remind you that the more information that becomes public, the harder our job becomes.
The senators won't get anything out of me.
How you testify is your business, Lieutenant. I could never, show wholehearted approval of your decision beforehand. The senators are already waiting for you. Hurry back to the Senate Tower and try to get this over with quickly. Garza out.
As if we didn't have enough problems already.
See, he's referring to talking to the senators and giving them an honest testimony as a problem. You see what I'm saying? Eric has a very, very common Republic soldier training mentality. I should say officer mentality, I should say. Because, yeah, he's Okay, so we need to get to the Senate Tower again. And what I'm going to do, again, I'm going to go refill my drinks here real quick. I got to get some more water and a little bit more tea. And I will be right back. Won't take me too long. Okay, sorry about that. I got everything done, including a little bit of laundry. You guys know I do laundry all the time. That's like what I do. That's my thing. You know, everybody has to have a thing, and I do laundry all the time. It's, yeah. But now we got to go talk to the Senate and give them our report about what we don't know. Maybe it's some do-gooders in the Senate who actually have legitimate concerns about operations, including our general. Maybe they want us to do something excessive. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. But I appreciate how the story writing kind of did give this in a, well, you know, the general can't influence us of what to say because she's probably being listened to. If you're if you're in government, everything is monitored. Everything is monitored. I can say this from experience. You can have the best of intentions and they'll like, oh, okay, well, we may or may not submit that as our evidence or whatever. But anything you actually say in those environments can be brought back out. So let's see what they want.
Lieutenant, make yourself comfortable. On behalf of the Senate of the Galactic Republic, I want to thank you for appearing on such short notice for this informal inquiry.
I'm at your service, Senators.
I assure you, we will not hold you from your duties any longer than necessary, Lieutenant.
The purpose of this inquiry is to investigate the defection of several members of Republic Army Special Forces Squad number 326, codenamed Havoc Squad, to the Sith Empire.
Now, you recently served in Havoc Squad on Ord Mantell, Lieutenant. Is that correct?
That's right, Senator.
While serving on Ord Mantell, all of the members of Havoc Squad, excluding yourself, defected to the Sith Empire. Is that correct?
Yes, Senator. My squad defected right in front of me.
Now, did Commander Tavis or any of the other members of Havoc Squad show signs of, say, instability, anger, frustration?
This is a hard one to answer because we really had almost no experience with them, so we couldn't say that we had a proper assessment of their personalities. So we could say none at all because that's somewhat true, or they did because maybe to us they were a little excessive, but really I don't know is probably the best answer in this case. But you'll notice, like, when I told him that we did have defections during that operation, Eric did not like that. But that, like I said, he's a typical officer in the Republic. They always try to skew how the perspective of how things look on their side for the purposes of the Republic. Like, it's for the greater good type thing.
I'm afraid I don't know the people you're referring to all that closely, sir.
Lieutenant, you are lying to the Senate of the Galactic Republic.
Please, no one wants this to turn into a full-blown investigation. If you just answer honestly now, we can avoid all of that.
Lieutenant, let us speak hypothetically. Do you believe that anyone serving on Ord Mantell should have seen this situation coming?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure I know what you're referring to.
He refers to the situation in which your entire squad defected to the Sith Empire. And then you failed to aid a Senate investigation into the matter.
If we don't receive satisfactory answers now, we'll have no choice but to open a formal investigation.
I have one final question, Lieutenant. What connection, if any, exists between the events that occurred on Ando Prime and Havoc Squad's decision to defect?
Senator, I would remind you that the circumstances of Ando Prime are classified and occurred before the Lieutenant's involvement in Havoc Squad. You may ignore that question, Lieutenant.
As you wish, Senator.
Your part in this inquiry is concluded. You may return to your duties now.
Goodbye, Lieutenant.
It's good you've arrived, Lieutenant. We have a great deal to discuss. First, let me congratulate you for your work on the Black Sun operation. You did well disabling that nerve gas. Also, that prototype blaster you confiscated will teach us a great deal about the Black Sun sources.
I think I had myself muted there for a while, but basically I was just saying that I was pretty exhausted before streaming today, so I didn't really know how long I'd be able to go. I originally intended to stream around 1 o'clock today, but right about 1 o'clock came, I was like, I need a nap again, and I took a nap, but I slept for like 3 hours, so I'm good to go now. But, you know, I'm always subject to the family life here, and things could come up where I'm needed, but I've opened my schedule up, so hopefully we can play for quite a while. I have a new videos for Conan, the series I'm trying to do for games I slept on, because it's an older game just like this game. I didn't realize that game was as fun as it is. I need to do some more editing for that. Probably I'll do that tomorrow. We'll see. If you guys would prefer to see this tomorrow, we could, you know, work that in maybe instead. I'm not under a major deadline. It's just the more often I put out videos now for YouTube, the more often YouTube will actually try to promote me, because every video I put out now, I'm used to getting like 13 to 50,000 impressions, which is who they show things to. I've been getting like 100, 200, but that's just because I haven't been uploading regularly. And what uploads I have been doing, they're not about the same thing each time. Like, it is about gaming, but you know, I done Conan, I did Stellar Blade, then before that I was doing my tavern stuff, and it's just like, well, pick a lane. And I've always said this before, I won't let YouTube tell me how I want to make videos. I put all my effort into it, and that's all I can do. You know, I put my best editing foot forward. You know, maybe it's not, you know, what everybody wants, and that's okay. That's fine. They're videos I would want to see, so that's what I put out there. But yeah, I'm not getting very many impressions, but that's okay. But if this is something y'all prefer to see anyway, then I'd rather err on the side of, you know, people who are communicating with me and telling me what they want.
Glad to be of service.
As for the senators, they weren't very happy with your testimony. Useless and disrespectful were the words they used, actually.
I only did as you requested, General.
I don't believe I requested any such thing, Lieutenant. And I'm sure you'll find you don't recall me doing so either. On to more pressing issues. My agents have discovered a vital new link to Havoc Squad here on Coruscant. Jack Carden, the founder of Havoc Squad and Commander Tavis's former mentor, has been spotted on the city's lower levels. He's serving as an officer in a local vigilante group.
Is Carden tied in with the defection, General?
Carden resigned his commission and disappeared after the debacle on Ando Prime. If he's turned up now, it can't be a coincidence.
Tavis told me that Ando Prime was the reason for Havoc's defection. What happened on that planet?
We sent Havoc to Ando Prime to cut off an Imperial offensive, but the enemy numbers were much bigger than Intel had led us to believe. When we tried to dispatch an extraction team, the Senate shut down the entire operation. We were causing an incident and breaching the peace. Bureaucrats. Havoc was left with no support and no way home. But in spite of insurmountable odds, Carden led Havoc out of there alive.
Havoc Squad really was betrayed by the Senate.
They were put in a terrible situation, Lieutenant, but that doesn't excuse their actions. Carden resigned as soon as he learned the truth, and Tavis took over the squad. They were never quite the same. What is important now is that we've discovered Jack Carden's location. I want you to bring him in at all costs.
You don't want me to take Carden out?
If possible, I'd like you to capture Carden alive. If he is involved in the defection, he could provide us with invaluable intelligence. The vigilante group Carden is working with is called the SWTOR's Brigade. They control a large area of Coruscant's lower levels and are openly hostile to all outsiders.
These vigilantes must be pros to control that much territory.
They're very popular on the lower levels, keeping the peace where the Republic won't. But make no mistake, the SWTORs are no friends to the Republic. Our surveillance shows that Carden spends most of his time in the SWTOR's main base. You will attempt to capture him there. Carden is a crucial link to Tavis and the rest of the Havoc traders, Lieutenant. Bring him in no matter what it takes.
I'll have Carden back here on the double, sir.
I'm counting on you, Lieutenant. Dismissed.
All right, so we get to try to bring somebody in alive. All right, let's see here. Where would they be? Oh, here it is. Probably in the just a car sector. That makes sense. Okay. So we'll take a speeder there because we don't have a fast travel point there. Let me see if we do actually. Nope, they're all locked. See, it says undiscovered, even though I've discovered it multiple times on other characters. I do sometimes interject my own music here. I don't know if I have the KOTOR music right in front of me. Let me see. I have this one.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route. I can't find my KOTOR stuff anywhere. I didn't remove anything. Well, that's just one other thing I'm gonna have to look into when oh crap, I totally missed where we're supposed to go. But yeah, I mean, I'm still trying to get KOTOR finished before a potential remaster comes out. And we're right at the point where it gets really, really good. So, but KOTOR is one of those not easy to stream. It's not even an easy game to get to work. I've heard a lot of people like, well, you know, if you do it on GOG, this and that. I'm like, I'm telling you, it's not that simple. They make it to where it can be fired up, but there's usually a lot of things to just get it to work sometimes. It's so quirky. I have this workaround that I do that prevents it from crashing. It's not 100%, but it's a app that I have called Borderless Gaming, and you can get it in Steam. It's like $2, and it basically turns your format of your game, especially older games, into kind of almost like a borderless windowed feature. So a lot of those older games like to take up your entire space. So like Plants vs. Zombies or something like that. It likes to take up the whole thing, and if you make it into a window, it makes it like a super tiny window, like the native format would have been when the game came out, like 800 over by 600 or something. And so what the borderless gaming app does is it allows you to put it in full screen, but in a windowed format. So that way you can work in and out of it versus tabbing out, which can sometimes close the app, which will in turn crash the system because it's trying to use resources that are limited when the app is running. And then when you move out of that app, especially for like streaming, like if you have to like, I don't know, click on something in OBS or something, it closes that feature, and instead of just closing, it's trying to reallocate resources, and it just gets confused and crashes the game. So it's definitely not just playing the game is the issue. Okay. All right. I think we're getting there, so we just need to travel to the south now.
All of these docks and loading equipment. What have the Justicar's been up to?
All right. Here we go. See, I'm not picking up a lot of the side quests. Normally there'd be side quests here to like take out these guys or pick up these crates or something. I think there's even one that allows you to like control a freighter and move equipment from one place to another. But in this specific area, but yeah, we're just doing the class stuff. And this is kind of good news because these guys, I was right on top of them almost, and I didn't aggro them. So we're getting to a level where it's not going to be super annoying for aggroing everything in the area, you know? Okay. All right. At least we're getting some decent money out of all this. It's not super lucrative, but we're getting something.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and if you're doing this like with a co-op with a friend or something, and you join up,
not some hideout for
if let's say I was doing something on like Soldier here, Trooper, and the friend of mine is doing Jedi Knight or something, he's going to have like a class quest in this general area at the same time as me based on the level, and you can kind of go in there, help him clear the area, but he gets the cinematic that you get to watch. Or not, you can just opt out of it.
On your feet.
If both of you are the same class, you'd have to do that same area twice to get credit for it. You both don't get credit at the same time. But at least you get to see it, you know. And that's the only thing is, like I said, if you don't mind doing it twice, but a lot of times they're like these little closed areas and you can do them pretty fast. And especially if you're doing it with somebody else, then you get it done even faster. But you just have to do them twice if you're part of the same class. That little instance that you go into for the cinematics. We might have some stuff to sell. Let me take a look.
Report your ailments.
So these things.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
I am fit for duty.
This would actually be a nice part of the city if the Justicars weren't around.
No, this is a little area here that we need to unlock the map. right over here. It's just around the corner right here. This little small tiny area. But I'll do it. Ooh, he smacked me. Yeah, it's just this area that's grayed out. I wanted to make sure it gave me credit. There it is. Okay. Oh, there's this one little gray area at the top that's also didn't give me credit. I did not walk through there, but I'll have to do that on the way back. When you uncover the entire map, you get XP for it. So since we're going through here, we might as well. Let's get on our vehicle. Yeah. Go the long way. There we go. Oh crap. Oh crap. I thought I missed him at first. Oh well. Alright. Howdy, sir. Oop. I'm dazed. Didn't even notice. Okay. Okay. It's a little laggy. Now we gotta go to the very end of this hall. Should be okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah, a little laggy. Out of nowhere. Took forever. Alright. It's fine. We're doing fine. I hear it. I can faintly hear a datacron. Or maybe it's my imagination. Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of lag going on. Yeah, I couldn't get up these stairs. Like it was something was blocking me. Okay, here we go. And I got this to unlock, this feigned death. This is, you know, if you wanted to recover your health and things, you'd do this. This is the default one. But I got this one. Even like you dropped loot or something. That's hilarious. I love this one.
You listen to me, Cardin. Helping you has already put my operation at risk. You will do exactly as I say, when I say, or you'll what, Captain? I'm not one of your lock-stepping drones. This part of the op is mine. End of discussion. How dare you? Intruders! Put those blasters on the floor, soldiers. Nice and slow.
In the name of the Republic, I order you to surrender.
It's over, Cardin. You, the imps, Tavis, you're all going down.
Not gonna happen, soldier. Now drop that weapon before... A Havoc badge? Is this a joke? No. You must be the new recruit Tavis told me about. So you survived after all. Can't say I'm surprised, honestly. Havoc always did recruit the best.
I'm not interested in compliments from a traitor.
It's not treason when the Republic betrays you first. It's self-preservation. I'm impressed. I didn't think the old lady would send someone after me so quickly. After all these years, Garza still hasn't lost her edge. What are you waiting for, Cotton? Kill the whelp! Or do you lack the true resolve to fight for the Empire? My loyalty is to Tavis, not to your Empire and not to anyone else. You want the trooper dead? You take care of it. I don't kill good soldiers. I'm heading down to the works to make sure everything is prepped.
You aren't going anywhere.
Do yourself a favor and die now, soldier, before you get in any deeper over your head.
Open fire, men!
Come in, Lieutenant. Is it my imagination, or were those Imperial soldiers you just fought?
No mistake, sir. These were Imperial commandos.
Imperial soldiers in uniform operating on the lower levels of Coruscant, and Republic security knows nothing about it? Incredible. We need to learn more about this link between the Justicars and the Empire. If they're hosting our enemies, they might have some useful information for us.
Shouldn't I be chasing Cardin, sir?
We need to know where exactly Cardin has gone before you can pursue him. All the more reason to search the Justicar base for information. Surveillance shows that the Justicars have their primary computer terminal in that base. Find the necessary access card and activate that computer terminal. My technicians can then slice in and uncover everything the Justicars and Imperials have been up to.
I'll take care of this immediately.
Good. Garza out.
Okay, so where we got to go to next isn't too far away. Thank goodness. Just right up here. Back and to the left. Back and to the left. Oh, there's a couple guys here. Ah. Okay. Like I said, this little area is a little laggy. Alright. Crap. Okay. Alright. Gotta get this guy again. This time I knew that he would stun, so I was able to get out of it. Ah, crap. Okay. Alright, let's go this way. I'm pretty sure we'll aggro him. Yep. Okay. Alright. Go this way. We avoided combat. Here we are. Acquire an access card, so I just have to probably like kill these guys until one drops. And there it is. Okay. Alright, so we got an access card now. And we gotta go this way. Oh, come on. There we go. Very nice. Use the terminal. I'm gonna go over here in case they spawn fast.
Good work, Lieutenant. My technicians are accessing the SWTOR files now. Patrol schedules, supply manifests, prisoner records. Ah, Card and you. I think we've found what we're looking for, Lieutenant. You have a new target.
Just tell me who and where.
Cardin had the SWTORs work with the Imperials to hijack and rebuild an abandoned Republic communications relay down in an industrial area called the Works. Apparently, Tavis and his followers are using this relay to route all of their interplanetary communications. If we destroy it, the traders will be completely cut off from one another.
Why would the traders depend on equipment like this?
They obviously can't rely on Republic channels, and Imperial frequencies would be useless because we could trace their source. Tavis and his followers need this relay to keep us from overhearing their comm traffic. It's critical to their operations, which makes destroying it critical to ours. I'm sending Sergeant Mathen to bring you the explosives you'll need to destroy the relay. He'll rendezvous with you shortly.
Dangerous ops are always the most fun.
One last thing. Cardin didn't seem to mesh with the Imperials. I don't think he's as convinced of their supremacy as his protégés are. You're sure to find him guarding that comm relay. Kill him if you have to, Lieutenant, but try to persuade him to surrender peacefully first.
What can I do to convince Cardin to come in?
Cardin's only concern is the safety of the former Havoc members. He may not be loyal to us, but he isn't loyal to the Empire either. Convince him that it's in the best interest of Tavis and the others for him to surrender. That's the best way to sway him.
Sounds like a plan, General.
Cardin could help us convince everyone to surrender peaceably. Make him see that. Otherwise, we're only going to kill them all. Now, hurry and rendezvous with Sergeant Mathen. You'll need those explosives regardless of what happens with Cardin. Good luck. Garza out.
So I'm going to fast travel to this area up here, unlock that little gray area, because the next place we're supposed to go to is pretty close. Yeah. So we're just going to go on our vehicle, unlock the area just to the right here, and then, like I said, the next part of the quest takes us basically right over there. So not too far away. Okay. You have surveyed the entire map of the SWTOR territory. There you go. See? Simple. So we just want to go straight south. See, like this guy's got a repeatable quest. That's what those dotted triangle lines are. It means you can do this over and over if you wanted to. When you get to in level, you can unlock faction points or this or that, and it unlocks items that you use to level up your gear. And that's how you do like in-game stuff. If you can't do like flashpoints or operations with groups in a guild or something, doing those unlocks that reward, and then you turn those in to upgrade your equipment. So like you'll notice like my get to the right screen here. My helmet here is rating level 62. If I had it modded out, and let's say I had, I don't know, like all the better mods on here, this might, instead of being a rating 62, it might say like 85 or something. So when you get to in-game level, instead of like relying on drops, you can actually get a the best version you can get at that level, and then you can upgrade it through that reward system for doing those type of quests. So the reason why people do dailies and whatnot is so that they can get that as a reward, and then over time, like I said, you get better gear. You can still transmog your stuff and make yourself look however, but the gear itself is done differently now than the way it used to. You know, you used to have to like rely on whatever drop you got.
Hey there, LT. Sergeant Mathen reporting for duty with fun toys in tow, sir.
Let's see what you got for me.
First item of business is your detonator, sir. A Zerka Arms 53R high-yield thermite explosive. Guaranteed to get a party started. Or ended.
How far away should I be when this thing detonates?
Well, tempting as it is to watch this thing go off, you'll want to be a good way off when it does, sir. Now, the comm relay you're going after is in the Works, an industrial area on the lower levels of Coruscant. It's a dangerous place, LT. Besides the Imperials you're bound to find, the rogue service droids down there will squash anyone they can get their big metal claws around.
Thanks for the warning, Sergeant.
Just doing my job, LT. Once you've made your way to the relay, plant that detonator on the generator coupling at the center and clear out of there before it goes off. That's all there is to it, LT. I won't hold you up any longer. Good luck.
So I would say like a lot of games would have done this to where our general points us to go to the Works and then we just go there. What this game did is it said, hey, visit this area over here. There may be like a quest giver like the one I was just showing you over there. You're able to kind of do two birds with one stone by clearing those areas, coming over here. But also it kind of makes sense that you would go to a place that's in this immediate area to tell you more about another adjacent area versus just suddenly our general doesn't have any information. Now they have the information of where to go. She said, you might want to go over here to talk to this guy and he'll give you more information. Sure enough, he does. So it makes sense if you're keeping up with the actual story. I like it. I think it's well done. I'm not going to drive all the way back there. I have quick travel. And even though I've gotten all this bonus rest because I haven't logged into the game in forever, I'm almost at meeting our rest XP. So I don't think I'll get there today, but yeah, it's interesting. Oh, look, you know, I did that thinking I was going to have to like take a shuttle somewhere. I didn't realize the Works was just down here. So that was me. I did not look at the map the way I should have. Had I exited where I was, I would have just had to travel to that location right there. I'm just gonna pass through here. I don't care. Oh crap, they did get me. Here. I thought it was a high enough level that it wouldn't matter. See? Sometimes the game will be like, yeah, okay, like they'll chase you, but they can't hit you. You know? Yeah, so where we were was right up there, like straight that way. And I fast traveled to the shuttle thinking I had to take a shuttle to the Works. We were right there and I could have just gone this way. Just right around the corner. Oh boy, goes to show. Goes to show.
Machines and maintenance areas like this keep the whole planet going. Pretty incredible.
Of course, we got to go all the way to the very bottom of this section. Let's sell some of our stuff first, and then we'll head that way.
Report your ailments.
There's a lot of little quests in this area, though. Just if you're interested in doing some things, you can pick up a few quests right here and do them all the way to where you need to go to. Pick up a lot of XP if you want to. last time I was here, I could hear the Datacron. Couldn't figure out how to get there exactly. And then I finally got there. Finally figured it out. But yeah, the Datacron's kind of like on the... around the corner over here. I think it's like up there or something. I don't remember. Let's see here. We want to go to the right. Gotta go the long way. Oh, there's some salvage. I mean, I can't wait till we get our next companion, because I'm pretty tired of Eric. He doesn't talk much, but, you know, we haven't been back to the ship in a while. Come on. A little bit of lag. Okay. See, normally these guys, when these guys are gone, they'll stop firing until they respawn again. Go this way. You'll see that this guy has but it's a recurring one you can do. It's a heroic mission. That's why. Oh, I need to do those at some point. It's definitely a great way to get your gear over leveled. Alright. We're getting there. We're almost there. Alright. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. There's some scavenger stuff. There's some here too, so might as well do this. Okay. Go in here. It's our trooper. Oh. There we go. All right. So we did something. I don't know what we did. There's probably another one hidden. Yep. All right. Here we go. Here we are.
Still alive, huh? You really should have gotten out of this while you were ahead, soldier. Now you're a risk to Tavis and the rest of my people. So Havoc Squad or not, I'm going to have to kill you.
You always have a choice, sir.
I've made my choice. Tavis, Wraith, Needles, Gearbox, Fuse, they're like my children, and I abandoned them. I resigned and left them to fight alone, just to make a point. They need my help now more than ever. I'm not going to abandon them. Not this time.
If you want to help your people, you'll help me bring them in alive.
What, so Garza can have all their heads and be done with it? I don't think so. I know you're trying to get into my head, soldier, but it's not gonna work.
I'm just talking, sir. One soldier to another.
What do we have to talk about? Our objectives are completely at odds. I'm trying to keep my people alive, and it's your mission to kill them. That's all there is to this, soldier.
General Garza sent me to get your help. She wants to bring your people in alive.
Not sure if I buy that. But then again, if she sent you to kill me, we wouldn't still be talking, would we? You've already compromised the relay. Even if we take you out, it's only a matter of time until Garza has this place slagged for a click in every direction. And by now, Garza will know exactly where all the defector bases are. They'll be tethered banthas, cut off from each other and all...
Excuse me, sir, but shouldn't we be...
The Imperials might offer help, but it won't be much. They'll all be left to die.
They'll just get themselves killed if you don't help me. Can't you see that?
Damn, I can't believe it's come to this.
Sir?
All right, soldier, I'll go along with this. But if you harm a single one of my people, you will be dead within the day. Understood?
You have my word on it, Cardin.
Let's get on with this, soldier.
I can't allow you to go into enemy custody alive, Cardin.
Are you still here? The op's over, people. Finished. Mission failed. So get out of here while you still got the legs to carry you.
You leave me no choice, sir. Ready your weapons, men.
Reminds me of old times. Here's my weapon. Consider me surrendered. I'll make my way up to the Senate Tower and turn myself in. See what Garza wants to do next.
I'm glad to have you back on our side.
I never said I was on your side, soldier. I'm doing this for my people, not for your republic or anything else. Anyhow, I'm sure we'll meet again.
Glad I had a chance to fight with you, sir.
Yeah, I guess it was nice to finally stretch my legs out a bit. See you topside, soldier.
Let's go take out that relay and give Cardin's little baby something to think about.
Okay, now and it says to return to our general, so let's do that. Go to our... Yeah, I didn't get all of this done. Well, you know what? Let me, I'm gonna go to this taxi, mainly because I think there's a quick travel slot there, and I want to be able to unlock it, just in case. So, let's do that. It's not very far, it's just around the corner. I don't have this entire area mapped out, but I'm not going back this way because this is... I think this is the heroic area anyway, but we don't need to do that. I'll probably unlock it on my own if I do the heroic missions, just to get some better gear before we, come back to the game. But we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, there's this guy here.
Stand by for examination and suggested product.
So that...
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Yeah, I don't see a quick travel, but that's fine. We'll just travel
Vehicle
here.
paths are currently open for business.
You know what? I'm gonna go over here to the Jedi Temple. Yeah, let me go there.
Have a safe and pleasant
and
stay.
then I think there is a quick travel slot there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast travel to the Senate area again. That way, if the general says I have to come back to the temple area, I've already got that unlocked. So, just in case. I know this is a heroic area, but it might have something that doesn't require doing the heroic quest for it. Man. The scale of, buildings is just always so crazy. I mean, I think they kind of made it this massive just to kind of they don't have to have landscape or anything like that. I mean, we know the whole planet is a city, but this is just so massive. Look at all that. So, like I said, I do think there was a quick travel slot here, though. Yeah, there it is. It's right there. It's right in front of it. I just wanted to make sure we unlocked it. So if we had to come back here, it won't be a problem. Oops. Let's go to the Senate Tower. We got 35,000 on us. I don't think I've been sending any money to this character from my other characters, but I guess I could. The only thing I'd be sending money for is to unlock the faster vehicle option. I got the hiccups. Nope. Is this? Yeah, this is it. I really do prefer these like flashpoint entrances because, you know, there's nothing worse than immersion breaking than you coming in here and then like 8 other troopers are talking to the general about the same exact thing.
Ah, the hero of the hour. I'm proud of you, Lieutenant. You've done well.
Just doing my job.
Jack Carden walked up to the Senate Tower's front door and surrendered himself in broad daylight. I never thought I'd see the day. Carden's help will give us quite an edge against Tavis and the others. I'm glad you could change his mind.
Do we have Carden in a secure location?
Shortly. First, we'll make sure he doesn't have any tricks up his sleeves. I haven't come this far by taking chances. The Justicar's computer files included messages relayed between 4 locations. Our technicians are working to pinpoint those locations now. There can be no doubt that the messages will lead us to the other traitors. Thanks to your efforts, we'll be able to bring them all to justice very soon.
What are my orders in the meantime?
As it happens, we've already discovered the location of one of the Havoc traitors, Wraith. You remember Senator Krasul from your meeting with the Senate earlier? Wraith kidnapped him from his home just afterward. We've tracked them to a remote space station called Port Raga.
Has Wraith made any demands? What's her objective?
Our intelligence is very thin at the moment. No demands have been made as yet. One of our teams is already en route to Port Raga. They'll investigate the situation and give you a detailed report on arrival. You've accomplished some amazing things, Lieutenant, but there's no time for a break yet. Whatever Wraith is planning, we cannot allow her to succeed. Understood?
What about transport, General?
Havoc Squad requires its own starship for operational flexibility. A ship has already been transferred to your command. It's waiting at the spaceport now.
Thank you very much.
Put it to good use, Lieutenant. Fly to Port Raga and meet with the advance team immediately. Your orders are to rescue Senator Krasul and capture or eliminate Wraith at all costs. Good luck, Lieutenant. Dismissed.
Let's get out there and take down some traitors.
Okay, so I completely forgot that we did not have a ship already. It makes sense because we're on the home planet, Coruscant, and that's where you do get your ship on the Republic classes. So it makes sense. I just completely forgot. So let's go this way. Yeah, in my head on this playthrough, I'd already been talking to Eric on the ship and everything else. I was like, you know, but I'm pretty sure he's going to have a lot to say now because we have not had those discussions. But yeah, you'll get to see a little bit more about him. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Once we get to the ship. And I've only been streaming 2.5 hours, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm enjoying this. I don't want to overdo it too soon.
I think the fireworks got a little out of hand. The pruning droids aren't programmed for firefighting.
Yeah, I just not a fan of these events. They happen every time you're in the area, and I just wish they were just less frequent. Make it more rare, make it more impactful, give you better rewards. Just They're annoying because they're all the time. But it's just me complaining. I'm not a fan of them. Like I said, I think events should be a little bit more special, and they're just there, you know. Let's see. Go this way, and it's the first one on the left. Or, you know, if they made the events to where you could just opt out of it. Right now, you just don't do them. But, like, if it popped up saying, do you want to do the event? You can say no. And then it just doesn't bother you with the information. Right here is where you would hear music, but I have the music turned off, so you're gonna have to imagine in your head, dun, 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 dun. You know, just whatever you think is best. Oh well, sorry. Fill in your own music so that I don't have to deal with the music police on YouTube. All right. So the bulk of the music should be just fine. In fact, almost every single game I played should be fine. It's just you get these nefarious people who will say, oh yeah, that music is owned by us, and it's not owned by them at all. When, like, you have episodes 1 through 3 and John Williams show up, I'm like, yeah, okay. I mean, I guess they just want to regulate. I have gone back and said, no, that's part of gameplay and this and that, and they have reversed those, but it's so common in this game that it's not worth it.
Of this vessel. It is my extreme good fortune to serve you.
Glad to have you aboard. Tell me your functions, C2.
C2 series droids represent the latest advances in everything from Starship technical maintenance to nutritional advice tailored for your specific organic needs. Welcome aboard the Rendili Hyperworks BT-7 Thunderclap, a rapid assault craft designed especially for Republic Special Forces at enormous taxpayer expense. Along with the usual accommodations, you'll find a secure captain's locker for storing valuables. Your bridge contains an ever-updating map of the galaxy. It's quite beautiful to look at. Priority alerts from the Republic network are accessible at the HoloNet console. Long-range communications are available via the Holo Terminal. And finally, the ship's intercom will inform your crew that you wish to meet. Do you have any questions, Master?
If I think of anything, I'll let you know. Thanks for the tour, C2.
My pleasure, Master. I do have a few final notes. As you can see, I am not equipped for physical danger. My function is to maintain the starship as your home away from home. I am happy to assist you with any non-hazardous task, of course. I pride myself on the utmost attention to detail.
What do you consider a non-hazardous task?
I am programmed to modify other technology. I can also perform long-range surveillance and diplomacy. I'm quite useful, I assure you. Whenever you are ready to depart, consult the galaxy map on the bridge. The ship's computers will handle the rest.
So at the moment, Eric doesn't have anything to say, but he will.
Ready to move when you are.
Once we advance to, you know, what we're supposed to do, then I think he starts talking. Yeah.
Calling Coruscant Spaceport Authority. Request permission to depart.
You are clear for departure. Have a pleasant flight.
I reviewed your service record before that ZR-57 op. Been meaning to discuss it with you. You made quite an impression at the Academy. Accelerated training programs, instructor recommendations. Graduated top of your class. Heck of a transcript. But a classroom's no substitute for field experience.
You saw how I handled things on Ord Mantell. I know what I'm doing.
Taking on that SEP army single-handedly showed guts, not leadership. When I signed on with the Deadeyes, my CO was Lieutenant Vorn. Certified war hero, as decorated as they come. When he gave an order, we trusted it, followed it to the letter. A squad needs that kind of commitment to operate effectively.
You're saying you don't trust me?
I'm saying trust requires more than a slick new promotion. Havoc Squad is the Republic's most elite outfit. We tackle the missions no one else can handle. Traitor or no, Tavis is a tough act to follow. You think you're up to it?
I wouldn't be leading Havoc Squad if I didn't.
Good answer. You've got confidence and plenty of raw talent. Maybe you'll pull this off.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll have quite a few things to say. We've gotten to a level where it's not just the influence, but it's also based on your character's level. So we'll be talking to him quite a bit because he's our first companion. But I'm just going to go ahead and, get these going. Sometimes you don't have these until, you're like, well, I mean, obviously you don't get your ship till now, but in the old grind method where it just took forever for you to get to a certain level, if we were like level 15 or something, some of these we wouldn't have at the moment. We'd have like once we're at our second or third planet.
You think Havoc will start shaping into an actual squad soon?
I'll recruit more soldiers as soon as I find some Havoc-worthy candidates.
Makes sense. Once this unit starts growing, people's expectations of us, of you, are only going to get bigger. That CO post could get real heavy, real quick.
I was born to lead.
Enjoy it while you can. Commanding a squad is no cakewalk. Nothing worse than having to choose between the success of the mission and the lives of your men. That said, a leader can't be soft on his troops. Coddling your men will only get them killed.
You get a point. I'll keep it in mind.
I'm sure you'll do fine. You've gotten us this far.
All right, so he actually didn't have as much to say as I thought he would. But it could just be because we haven't gone to the next place yet. Let's see here. We need to go to... I don't know this ship very well. Let's see. This is... here we go. So we use this to designate where we're going to go to. Port Raga. And so this says speak with Sergeant Jaxo. So I wonder if this isn't a unique flashpoint area. It's not a flashpoint. It's the wrong term. A little instance area for the trooper. That would make sense, actually, because we will check you guys later. Thank you all for watching, and y'all take care. Bye-bye.